Hello everyone, welcome to TryRed. This is Back 365. Myself Sujit. In this session, we are going to learn the remaining two arguments that are available in Python. One is variable length non-keyword argument. Okay, so guys, what is variable length non-keyword argument? Guys, as of now, we are creating the argument based on our user parameter, means how many parameter we need, that many argument also we need to pass. Okay, now I want to create a argument like that. If I'm taking n number of time of argument, that function must be take n number of time. So to create this like structure, we need to use this asterisk. Okay, and one keyword called our args. By the help of this, we can create variable length non-keyword argument. Means whenever we are creating this type of argument, we can take any number of positional argument. Means by the help of only one keyword, or we can say that only one asterisk, we can add n number of time of argument. Okay, so this is known as our variable length argument. Okay, so to how to create, the simplest way to create a function, we are using def keyword. Then after that, we need to give a function name. So in this function, after creating, in the parenthesis, we are going to use one asterisk and one variable name, that is called our args. By the help of this, we are creating variable length non-keyword argument. After that, here I will not pass any number of parameter. Means if I'm trying to run this and I will be passed two argument, it will be needs to print. If I'm passing three argument also, it needs to print. Okay, like that I want. So here, if I want to print this args, means what is this args, then we need to print how many things we are going to accept. So here I just want to print. Okay, now if I'm calling this function, okay, now here first thing I will be pass only one argument. Now if I'm run this one, so it will only give me one as my output, because here I am passing one argument. Now my requirement will be, if I'm increasing the argument, okay, so here I am passing 4. So at that time when I will call this one, so it will be give me 1 2 3 4, but in the form of our tuple. Okay, now if I'm increasing again my parameter size, again it will be give me a new number. Okay, just see, means here we don't need to specify how many parameter we want. Means based on the user requirement at that time, it needs to print. Okay, so this is to way to create a variable length non-keyword argument. Now we are going to write the theoretical point. So in Python, so to create our variable length non-keyword argument, we are using the asterisk. In Python, asterisk defines the variable length non-keyword arguments. Okay, so by the help of this asterisk, we can get the variable length non-keyword argument. If you define a function with variable length non-keyword argument, then we can pass n number of value while calling it. Okay, so in the function, if you are using this asterisk and args as a variable length, then at that function, if you are calling this function, you can pass n number of time of argument. So if we define a function with variable length argument, arguments, okay, then we can provide n number of argument while calling the function. Okay, so this is the simplest way to create. Okay, so when we are going to use this, every time we need to represent this asterisk at the starting of with the prefix with the args. Okay, so we represent we represent variable length non-keyword argument by using args with prefix, okay, single asterisk. Okay, so here I need to specify that only one time we need to use this asterisk. Okay, now we are going to know what is variable length keyword argument. Means as of now I am not passing any keyword argument. Now my requirement will be I want to create a variable length keyword argument. To create this variable length keyword argument, we are using double asterisk, and for this prefix we are using kwargs. Okay, so now we are going to create that particular thing. So here I am taking def a simple function sample, but here I am taking 2 time asterisk the prefix with my kwargs, means this is the variable length. Now here if I am printing, every time I just want to print kwargs. Now if I'm calling this function here, if I'm passing directly value, it will not giving me because this will be treated as my positional argument, but we are using variable length keyword argument. So at that time here we need to pass a equal to 10, b equal to 20, like that we need to pass. Now if I try to run this one, guys, just see. So I need to call this function, okay, by the help of this keyword. So it will be written in the form of our dictionary, but in this keyword argument it will be written with my table, and in this it will be written in my keyword, sorry, the dictionary. Okay, so now we are going to discuss the theory point about this. Okay, so come to my word. So yeah, so this type of argument can take any number of keyword argument. So type of this type of argument can take any number of keyword argument. I just see as of now I'm just passing 2. If I'm increasing the argument also, it's still printing, guys, means we don't need to care about that how many time we want. Okay, we are only using this prefix double asterisk, and here we need to print kwargs every time. If you are performing some operation also, you need to write. As of now I don't want to perform anything, so I just want to print what is I'm getting from it function call. If you want to perform some example or statement, you can write. Okay, now in the upcoming session we are going to discuss some coding question also. Okay, so the second point for this one, variable length keyword argument are represented by kwargs with prefix v4. Okay, kw double asterisk. Here we are using double asterisk. Then we can give any variable in the place of standard. Okay, means if I'm changing also this kwargs, it will be not creating any problem, but according to the industrial standard, it is advisable to we use kwargs. Okay, all keyword args are stored in the form of our dictionary. Okay, so here the last point for this one, all the keyword, okay, all the keyword argument are stored in the form of dictionary. Okay, so this is all about our variable length keyword argument and variable length non-keyword argument. Now we are going to discuss some coding question related to this. Okay, now the first question for this session will be, write a program to add all element in a table with unknown length. Means I want to add all the element but with the help of our tuple, because we know that if you are using variable length non-keyword argument, it will be stored everything in the form of our tuple only. So here we are going to use that. So first we are going to write the question. So write a program to add all the element in tuple with unknown length. Means as of now we don't know how many length we can expect from this user, but we need to create a function that how many input we can get. It need to be run that every input and it will be producing a output. Okay, so here I'm taking, because I need to add, so I'll give my function name called add. Okay, so here I need to use my keyword variable length non-keyword argument. So here to represent, here I need to use args as my variable, but I need to store every time I need to sum that particular things, right? Means how many input I can get if I'm taking 5. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, like that I need to implement. So here I am passing a default argument for that, sum equal to 0. After that, every time first I need to get this number. Means if I'm passing 5, so it needs to be generated from 1 to 5. Okay, like that. So here I need to run a for loop for generating the number. So here I'm passing for element in args, because all the argument are stored in this args. If I'm run a loop on that, so it will be generating each and every number. After I am getting each and every number, I just want to add every time. After all the loop will be going to end, at the end I just want to return the sum, because I need to know what is the output of all the element. Okay, now if I'm trying to, okay, now if I'm trying to print that, so here I need to print add function. As of now I don't want to pass any argument, so at that time it will be give me 0 as my output, because my sum value also 0. Here also I'm not passing any argument, so it will be taking 0. So this for loop will be not running. Okay, now if I'm taking 5 to 4 arguments, so here I will take add, here I need to take 5. Okay, here if I'm taking 5, so it will be generating 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Means how many input you can get, that many output it need to print. Okay, now if I'm increasing that particular thing also, it need to generate that particular number. Okay, means we can pass any number of time, but that function must need to print the exact output what I want. Okay, so this is the way to print that particular things. Okay guys, so guys, as of now we are already completing all the arguments that are available in our Python. Okay, still if you have any doubt, you can directly contact to TryRite. Okay, now guys, in the interview, they might be ask you, if I know all the 5 types of argument, then what is the order of defining the argument in a function? Now my requirement will be, I need to run all the positional, keyword, default, variable length, non-keyword argument, variable length, keyword argument. I want to run all the things at a once. Then what is the position, or we can say that what is the order of defining? So now we are going to discuss. So order of defining the argument in a function. Okay, so every time if you want to defining, first it will be start for our positional. Means if you are trying to use positional in a function, first you need to use this positional, then only you can use your default. Okay, the second one will be default. Okay, then the third one will be variable length non-keyword arguments. Then the next one will be variable length keyword argument. Okay, so keyword argument. So this is the order we can say that while we are going to use all the argument in a single. Now we are going to implement this one. Okay, now I just want to create a function that it will needs to be accept each and everything. Okay, so come to my VS Code. We are going to create a simple code for this one. Okay, so here I'm creating a def fun. Okay, function name. So here I am taking first for positional argument. Then here it will be take for default argument. Here I am taking 20. Then I need to take variable length non-keyword argument. To represent variable length non-keyword argument, I need to use asterisk followed by the args as my variable name. Okay. Then the last one I need to take variable length keyword argument. So to represent this one, we need to use kwargs. After I am getting each and every parameter, I just want to print every time. Okay, so here I am printing A. Then here I need to print B. Then every time I just want to check it's working or not. At last I need to print kwargs. Now at a time I just want to pass that value. So here I am passing 78. Okay, means I can print randomly. How many number I can pass? I need to print. Also here I need to pass a at last I need to pass that age equal to 24. Means this is my keyword argument, guys. Means this is my keyword argument. By the help of keyword we can pass, but here we cannot pass anything. So at that time how it going to work, we are going to see now. So if I try to run this one, first it will be taking the 78. Means for this one A it will be taking 78. After that for B it will be taking 45, because we are giving the default value but we are passing some value. So at that time it will be keep the function called value. And for this one, for this keyword argument, okay, for this non-keyword argument it will be taking all the remaining value. At last here it will be taking the for the keyword argument, okay, variable length keyword argument, it will be take age 20. Okay, so this is the simplest way to check the order of that particular argument that are available in our function. Okay guys, so that's all for this session. Thanks for watching. Try it.